morning, top of the hour, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm trying to subconsciously do like a weekly video, I guess, a weekly check-in in a sense. Just to kind of talk about things and everything that's going on. I'm no, professional, anything. So anything that I give you, any advice I give you, it's really just personal opinion. You guys let me know in the comments or wherever. But here I am, off to work. About to go and get the bag, like a lot of people say nowadays. Get the bag. But not too bad. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about is the taxes. So I've been watching a lot of videos and a lot of people saying, "Oh, we should boycott taxes." The only problem with that is remember that they take it out your check already every week or every 2 weeks or whatever it is. So maybe the idea is maybe that we boycott confirming our taxes at around January, February, etc. Maybe we boycott filing them. Essentially, I think that's what everyone wants to say. You could avoid paying taxes. You could just self-employ yourself and not pay taxes. Go right ahead. But I think what everyone's thinking about is more or less let's boycott filing them. It's a good thought. I think it just needs a little bit more detail. I think in order to do so, there has to be a little bit more effort in sort of planning, this kind of thing out. My best advice would be self-employ, keep all the money, don't file. If that's what you want to do. Again, a lot of consequences with that when you don't file. Or simply leave the U.S. I don't think enough people are talking about this. This is definitely a thought that is on my mind, is leave the U.S. Because the U.S., it was one of the greatest countries in the world. And I think that, every recession that we've been having over the past, 50 years, right? I think people lose sight of certain things. There are people who are very passionate about this country, and I am, but I know a scam when I see a scam. I grew up in New York. We know how to look for scams. We've been scammed. In fact, they're now getting bold about it. The rich and the elite are just getting straight bold about it, because obviously they know things that not your everyday average Joe may know. So they know things that are coming before you know they're coming. The 2021, when everyone was getting all the stimulus and we were getting all the PPP loans and we were getting a lot of funding from the government, which hasn't happened ever, basically. And we, as a people, we finally kind of got that. We should have knew right then and there this was definitely a scheme. We should have knew right then and there something is fishy and something is up. Something's coming. We should have knew right then and there. Because the government has never, proven track record, has never given anything for free. Everything has a cost. Especially when it comes to the U.S. government, everything has a cost. So, I think you guys should really, there's a lot of videos of guys talking about passport bros and passport, girls and whatever. I think people should really start to consider leaving the U.S. You want to not pay taxes. You want to hurt the U.S. economy and governments and rich people, leave the U.S. That is the simple and legal way to go about not paying taxes to the U.S. government. Leave the U.S. Like I said, I'm considering it. I'm looking at a couple places. I like tropical. That's why I live down. That's why we moved here to Florida. My wife and I am married. My wife and I, that's why we moved here to Florida, because we like warm weather. We like sort of that tropical feel, right? And obviously with the inflation and everything else, everyone's hurting. Everyone's hurting. I see it. I see it at everyday basis. I work in, people taking vacations, right? So, I see people credit card. Come on now. That means that they ain't balling. That means that they just racking up debt just for a vacation, just for clout, just for whatever it is. It's going to come a time in the next 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months, where I think that is going to swing around and hit us all hard. And then maybe we can start talking about official recession. But, to all the viewers out there, listen, keep your head up. Try to save money in the next couple months. I know I am. I know it's hard. Inflation isn't an easy task. It is a tough thing to try to overcome. If you can save $1,000 a month, for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I think you'd be in a fairly good spot. You should just have some type of cushion. Some type of cushion where just try to pay as much debt down as you can. I know I am. And then try to have a cushion. Because I don't know if anybody can see the warning signs, but I mean, for me right now, I think they're flashing red. It is, it's driving on the road and you see the sign that says danger, road ends ahead. But if you put your head down and look at your phone one time, you might miss that sign. I'm trying to keep my eyes up. I ain't gonna miss these signs. But for those who want to do the not pay taxes thing, like I said, I think collectively, I say, we should all really consider leaving the U.S. And I mean in large droves. See what happens then. Government's they're gonna be ass backwards. Rich, really rich and elite folks, they're gonna be ass backwards, okay? Because they depend on the people to give them money. And what do they do with our money? Whatever the fuck they want. And there's nothing we can do about it. That's a sad reality. Nothing we can do about it. Because we can't come together. And anytime we try to come together, for them it's so easy to just separate us. Let's call out the black guy. Let's call out the white guy. Let's make him think the Latino guy is trying to take his job. See how easy that is? Simple. Don't even need to sweat. And now with social media, I think we even made it even more easier for them to separate and divide us. So for those who are actually considering, I would say, my advice, just leave the country. But we have to do it in droves. We have to do it collectively. That's where it hurts. That's what's going to hurt them. When a large percentage of the U.S. population has left the U.S., okay? That means less taxes. You already see it, guys. You see it. They're raising taxes in pretty much every state in every way, shape, or form. So over the next couple years, and this is not a Biden, a Trump thing, Republican or Democrat. Guys, all politicians, okay, they have the same agendas, okay? We are going to get our tax risen because they need more money. That's a reality, okay? You want to not pay taxes 2024, 25, 26? Leave the U.S. Do it in large droves. Don't work here, don't do nothing, large droves. Leave the U.S. Escape the matrix, escape the rat race. I know over the next couple of years, I'm planning that. I'm planning that. landed at. Sorry, I had to beat my horn. I have this U-Haul truck in front of me, and he just suddenly just stopped. There's no one in front of him, by the way. But he's like stopping for some odd reason, like randomly. So I don't know if they're on the phone, if they're doing whatever they're doing, but they're about to get skipped. True story. But anyway, guys, have a good one. See you guys later.